Hello everybody, how you all doing? My name is Rafael and thank you for watching today's video, and we're back with another Division 2. So in this video I decided to get a PvE Solo SMG build, and I have to say that this is like any other build in my channel. This is not a meta build, this is just a build that I have been having a lot of fun with. Probably it's not the best build that you can use out there. I think there are better builds, but this one is a very fun build to play with, and that's why I decided to show it to you. So let's get started. Let's go right to the starts, and as you can see, we're using the Lady Death as our primary weapon, and we have 100,000 weapon damage, 55% critical hit chance, and 141% critical hit damage. Now we're gonna get an extra 35% weapon damage with Intimidate over here, which is gonna proc like most of the time, because we're gonna be running the Metador backpack, the Walker Harris piece with perfect adrenaline rush. You can do the same even with you can use and just an adrenaline rush. It doesn't need to be perfect, so you can change it up a little bit, and that's gonna give us, as I told you, 35% weapon damage amplified. And also we're gonna get a huge, like, what is that, let me check, 75% extra, not extra but amplified damage again by the breathe free talent that the Lady Death has. So what does the breathe free talent do? When moving, gain 4 stacks per second or 8 stacks if sprinting, up to 32 stacks in total. Each round fire consumes a stack, amplifying damage by 75%. Killing grants 20% movement speed for 10 seconds. So as you can already guess, if you have never used the Lady Death, you want to be running all the time. You don't want to be staying still, you don't want to be behind cover. Go behind cover only if you're about to die, and if your perfect adrenaline rush it's not gonna proc. If you know that your perfect adrenaline rush is gonna proc, then it's better for you to like keep on rushing to enemies instead of getting behind cover and healing, because as you can see here, we gain an insanely high damage buff from this talent over here. 75% amplified damage for each bullet, combined with the 35% that we gained from Intimidate. That's 110% amplified damage. So it's just crazy, right? So let's go to the pieces a little bit. I'm using 2 Walker Harris pieces for the weapon damage and the damage to armor. As you can see here, it's nothing crazy. I just have a max weapon damage roll, some critical hit chance, weapon handling critical hit chance again. Moving on to the backpack, this is the second Walker Harris piece. Again, weapon damage, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, critical hit damage. Our backpack is a Sokolov piece. We're using 2 of these for the 10% SMG damage and the 15% critical hit damage. We have weapon damage again, critical hit damage, headshot damage, critical hit damage. We're using also a Grupo Sombra piece for the 15% critical hit damage, and again weapon damage, headshot damage, critical hit damage. And our holster over here, the second Sokolov piece, as you can see, headshot damage, critical hit damage. And our knee pads is the Fox Sprayers for the damage to target out of cover. I tried to use the Ninja Bike Messenger knee pads in this build, but it's just I couldn't get used to it. If you can get used to using them, then it's gonna give you a huge buff, because you're gonna gain an extra 35% bonus armor, which is gonna be great, but you're also gonna reload without actually doing the reload animation, right? So you gain a lot of time by not reloading, and you also gain a lot of armor if you know how to use this and you're comfortable using them. Me personally, I'm not that good with these knee pads over here, so I decided to go for the Fox Prayers because it overall increased my DPS and my survivability, because not my survivability, but it made me play better. To put it that simple. So overall, it's a pretty simple build. I have some gameplay in the background for you at the moment to see what this build is capable of. It's not the best build, as I told you. It doesn't have crazy survivability. If your perfect adrenaline rush is on a cooldown and you don't gain any extra bonus armor, then you might die a couple of times. It is possible to die, and it's very easy for you to die, but I really like the rewarding the feeling of reward that you get when you're like just rushing enemies and killing them insanely fast with this build. Even though the risk of me getting killed is, I would say, kind of high compared to my previous builds in my channel, but overall it's a fun build to play with. I decided to showcase it, and I was looking for a Lady Death build, to be honest with you. I wanted to use the Lady Death on PvE, but I didn't like the fact that it only has 32 bullets in the magazine, because I wasn't able to kill any enemies with 32 bullets. But with this build I can kill 2, maybe even 3 enemies without even reloading. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to drop a like and to subscribe for more content. I really appreciate all the support. Have a nice day. Bye bye.